A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and lots of love and regards, as always, to all the existing ones. The purpose of this audio is purely to share some insights and advice from Spirit so as to assist you in smoothly facing the next 15 days that can end up being extremely heavy and very triggering. I'm not an astrologer and I guide based on the intuitive downloads that I receive. But because the energies of both the eclipses, one happening today as well as the one on 8th April, it's going to be so extremely triggering that it's going to impact everyone on earth, the awake as well as the asleep, the conscious as well as the spiritually unconscious, in different ways. Many of you might already be feeling the impact of these energies because around the time of an eclipse, people end up feeling suddenly fearful for no reason, emotional for no reason, highly insecure for no reason. And that's because all our embedded fears, insecurities, they tend to come to the surface around this time. Now, in order to assist individuals around this dense period, I have developed a module for a 2-hour masterclass in which I will connect with you on a personal level. For overseas clients, the class will be conducted through Zoom, and for the residents of India, the class will be conducted on a phone call. Anyone guided to book this masterclass or inquire about it, the price is $35. And on that note, I have about 7 important points followed by advice from Spirit for the period between today, starting 24th March till about 10th April. Now, although the second eclipse is on 8th April 2024, but the impact, it lasts for another 3-4 days, so I'm just giving you a time frame of approximately 15 days. As always, it has been an honor being a twin flame and walking this path with each one of you. Now, because majority of my clients and my subscribers happen to be from US, so I'm requesting all my listeners and subscribers and clients living in America, purely as a word of caution, not to create any fear, not to instill any kind of panic. But what I want you to do is to try and order some solar lamps or solar lights and withdraw a certain amount of money and keep it handy and order some non-perishable food items. Now, why do I say this? It's not just for the citizens of America, but anyone listening to me in any part of the world. It is always to plan and be a little proactive so that just in case, I saw in my vision the map, like a global map, and suddenly all the lights were switched off. Now, what I'm anticipating is that, purely as a word of caution, just in case anybody in any part of the country faces some sort of a grid failure, power failure, you don't have internet, let's say for a few days, some facility gets blocked, or some event happens that there is no electricity, there is a power cut, then you don't have to worry about withdrawing cash, and you have sufficient money and food grains stacked in your homes, and you can use them without panicking, without worrying. And when you will have solar lamps and solar lights, at least some form of arrangement will be available for you. So the attitude that all the conscious and awake individuals need to possess at this time is that we are all doing our best, we are all awakening, and at the same time, if things are going great, it's fantastic. But just in case any emergency sort of a situation comes up, we have to be prepared and we have to think of all the possible solutions that we can take. for our safety, for our security, and in order to help and assist others to the best of our ability, right? So there's nothing to worry, but we all have to remain proactive. Uh, all the empaths, twin flames, and light workers. Now, this is the first point for the eclipse period starting today for the next 15 days. All empaths, twin flames, light workers, especially those who are running their own business or actively assisting through the work that you do, it is very important for you to shield your energy and protect yourself, because your light and your spiritual gifts, a lot of individuals feel insecure, jealous, and threatened by your gift and by your light. So please do your best to shield yourself and take all the possible measures to sort of double, triple your energy field and shield yourself. Okay. I'm also saying this because around it is always around eclipse periods when dark rituals like black magic, evil eyes, curses, they are at its peak. So, not just for the light workers and twin flames and empaths, but everyone who is listening to me, I request you and I urge you to not do certain things for the next 15 days. And that would be, no matter how much someone tries to trigger you or instigate you, please do not indulge in any kind of arguments with any low vibrational soul, especially when you know that in my personal life this XYZ individual is highly jealous of me. This is a person with a very jealous eye, evil eye. They don't wish me well. You have to stay 100 miles away from that person. Do not engage in any kind of arguments. And if they try to start any argument or fight, or they try to instigate you by speaking some rubbish, you just have to diplomatically back off. And if you cannot totally cut them off, make sure that you create a sacred space for yourself, but do not engage in any fights or arguments. It is also very important that sometimes individuals have toxic parents, very manipulative parents. Even if you witness some earth shattering event or some sort of a backstabbing that's coming from your birth family, do not insult anyone, because that will add to your negative karma. Just allow the events to unfold, and you have to take a pledge that I will not react or argue or fight with any low vibrational soul. And whatever I do, I will do it after 15 days, after having peacefully thought of the things and the proper planning that needs to be done. Now, the third and most important point is that for the next 15 days, do not plan anything important for the next 15 days. So, for example, do not buy any asset, do not sign any important business deal or a contract, avoid starting any new project, avoid traveling for the next 15 days, and please do not make any investments, because anything auspicious and new that is done around the eclipse period will not be very favorable. It's not considered to be very favorable. However, another thing that we must understand is that we have to also use our discernment. So, for example, our daily life and our work life, it won't stop, right? So for example, if you have invested in a property and you've already signed the papers, let's say on 15th March 2024, and you are about to take the possession of the property and the date happens to be 24th March. So what you can do is that obviously your paperwork is complete, but try and shift the date of possession, taking possession of that property. Instead of 24th March, you do it after the eclipse. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that if something has already been signed and you have already begun working on a project, that is perfectly okay. But starting today, if you were planning to do anything starting 24th till the 8th April, make sure you avoid doing anything significant in this period. The fourth point would be, try and wear light colors for the next 15 days. and avoid wearing black or dark colors, because dark colors, they absorb negative energies, while wearing light colors will deflect the negative energies back. Okay, this is a very simple thing that anyone can do. Overall, if I speak for twin flames and light workers, the energies are very positive, and there is a lot of spiritual growth, emotional growth that is happening for a lot of individuals who are on the spiritual path and awake. Your heart healing is going on, and the lower chakra blocks are clearing. The next thing to remember is that eclipses are also synonymous with darkness and the hidden shadow parts within. So it is highly possible that something that was hidden from you might surface between now and the next 15 days. Now, this could be a health issue that you are unaware of, or you decide to probably become a little more proactive and start taking care of your health. That, okay, I was not very careful about my mental health, or I was not very careful about my physical body, but now I will start looking after myself in a better way. So that's in a positive way. But just in case any hidden or illness or sickness surfaces, there's nothing to worry. Get yourself checked and take the proper course of action. The hidden things surfacing might also relate to some sort of a truth that you weren't aware of, and it suddenly comes to the surface. But whatever is happening, it's only clearing your path and making you see things for what they are. Okay. The seventh point is that all the pure souls are going to see their karmics facing some messy situation during this period of next 15 days. Now, if you're a pure soul and certain individuals, your karmics either abused you or made your life a living hell, or they took advantage of your kindness, and they thought that they own the world and nothing can go wrong with them while they can go on abusing you. Such sadists and such narcissistic individuals, they are going to face something extremely shameful and humiliating, which will really bring them in a situation that they never anticipated. And this is purely because they have hurt a pure soul, either consciously or in a way that was very demeaning. So, what you can expect to see is that anyone who consciously abused you, or they cheated on you, or they did something terrible to you, you are going to see their downfall with your own eyes in this period. For example, they can face some bankruptcy, they can face some extremely deadly health issue. Uh, because this eclipse is going to be very fierce for those individuals who have led unethical lives, it is also possible that the individuals who have abused you, maybe they don't suffer, but something like, their child is going to face some mental health issues, or their children are going to suffer in ways which makes them lose control. But of course, it's not like we wish ill for anyone, but what spirit is saying is that whatever energy they sent towards a pure soul, it's all coming back to them. It's like reaping what you sow. Um, those who are mindful and awake must try and fast around the eclipse day or during the eclipse hours. If possible, please do not eat or drink anything. Have a simple vegetarian meal on that day. And as per your country zone, you can check the exact eclipse time. And around that time, it will be highly beneficial to chant, meditate, pray. Sometimes, people are busy with business meetings, or they are caught up with work. So, if not around that time, then before you sleep at night, definitely take a shower, pray, meditate, chant for some time. And praying to Lord Shiva to destroy the distorted ego and the darkness within will be highly beneficial. Last but not the least, there is an advice from Spirit, and I will conclude the audio with the advice from Spirit. Spirit is saying, just as an owl is the master of the night, and is able to see through situations with perfect clarity despite the darkness. You too are being given the gift of divine sight at this time, and embrace night and the darkness as your ally. Your ancestors are blessing you at this time to connect with them and to seek their blessings. They will bless you with the ancient ancestral wisdom. There is a lot of material prosperity ahead for you. You have planted your seeds. Even in moments when you were losing faith, you kept going and you continued. Trust that your material as well as spiritual rewards will begin harvesting after 10th April 2024. But all you have to do is to sail through this intense period for the next 15 days with absolute mindfulness, calm, and become aware of self deception. Do not be tempted to take any shortcuts for quick success. Make sure you have pure motives and release any thoughts of scarcity, lack, worry, or not having enough. The universe is ready to reward everyone according to what each has done. And remember, the day you plant the seed is not the day when you eat the fruit. As long as you are true to yourself and true to others, you have gone through your difficult phase with sincerity and gracefully led your life, you will be protected and blessed in ways that take you to your next level. So be rest assured that all the pure souls and divine souls are protected, and you are going to feel so much better and absolutely positive and uplifted after the eclipse energies shade and they pass away. So until then, I hope this message helps someone out there. I wish you all the very best in your respective lives. Anyone guided to connect for a personal reading, feel free to visit each section of my website. And on that note, take care, lots of love. Bye.